Greetings, beautiful souls. In this video, we'll be covering the major arcana, the first 22 cards of a standard tarot deck. Shall we? I say yes. Greetings, fellow earthlings. Welcome to Shamanic Awakening. I am Chief Moki Wish, your companion, your shaman, your guide as we channel the divine. Thank you all for sharing your space, energy, and your time and allowing me to share mine. Alrighty, my friends, so pick all these up. First up, we have the Fool represents sudden leaps of faith, ultimate freedom, innocence, and unpredictable new beginnings. The Fool is associated with Uranus, and if you ask a yes or no question, this would be a big yes. Up next, we have the Magician. The Magician represents active resourcefulness, skill, and conscious manifestation of reality. The Magician is connected to Mercury, and if you would ask a yes or no question, this would be a big yes. Next up, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess represents deep inner knowing, the inner voice, the veil of mystery, and the subconscious. The High Priestess is connected to the moon, and this would be a maybe. Next up, we have the Empress. The Empress represents abundance, fertility, comfort, nurturance, love, and beauty. The Empress is connected to Venus and would be a yes. We have the Emperor. The Emperor represents bold leadership, authority, structure, initiative, protection. The Emperor is connected to Aries, and this would be a maybe. Up next, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is connected to Taurus, represents tradition, spiritual wisdom, conformity, established systems, and moralities. This would be a maybe. Up next, we have the Lovers. The Lovers are representing duality, choices, relationships, and unions of opposites. The Lovers are connected to Gemini, and this would be a yes. Up next, we have the Chariot. The Chariot represents sheer willpower, emotional control, and overcoming obstacles. This is connected to Cancer and would be a yes. Up next, we have the Strength card. The Strength card represents inner courage, patience, compassion, and gentle power. This is connected to Leo and would be a yes. Up next, we have the Hermit. The Hermit represents introspection, soul searching, solitude, and inner guidance. This is connected to Virgo and would be a maybe. Up next, we have the Wheel of Fortune, representing expansive cycles, turning points, luck, and inevitable change. Connected to Jupiter and would be a yes. Following that, we have Justice. Justice represents fairness, truth, balance, cause and effect. This is connected to Libra and would be a maybe. Up next, we have the Hanged Man, representing intentional pause, physical surrender, sacrifice, and gaining a new perspective. Connected to Neptune and would be a maybe. Next, we have Death. Death represents transformation, necessary endings, and rebirth. Connected to Scorpio and would be a no. Next up, we have Temperance. Temperance represents moderation, patience, alchemy, and harmonious balance. This is connected to Sagittarius and would be a yes. Up next, we have El Pinche Diablo, the Devil. Represents material attachment, restriction, and breaking free from bondage. Connected to Capricorn and would be a no. After the Devil, we have the Tower. The Tower represents sudden upheaval, shattering of false structures, and chaotic breakthrough. Connected to Mars and would be a no. Up next, we got the Star. The Star symbolizes hope, inspiration, faith, and spiritual renewal. Connected to Aquarius and would be a yes. The Star is followed by the Moon. The Moon represents the subconscious, vivid dreams, intuition, and illusion. Connected to Pisces and would be a no. Up next, we have the Sun. The Sun represents unmitigated joy, vitality, clarity, and outward success. The Sun is connected to the Sun and would be a yes. Up next, we have Judgment, which represents awakenings, a reckoning, rebirth, and hearing of a higher calling connected to Pluto and would be a yes. And last but certainly not least, we have the world, which represents the ultimate completion, fulfillment, integration, and worldly accomplishments connected to the planet Saturn and would be a big yes. Alrighty, my friends. Well, thank you so much for sticking around. If you did, may the light find you all well. Namaste, stellar. Be good to yourselves and be good to others. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.